Hello Capricorn, and welcome to Positive Light Tarot. My name is Tracy and I am so happy that you're here with me today. This is your weekly reading for June 10th to June 16th. So I will be concentrating on your incoming energies and I'm going to clarify those with the tarot cards. I'm also going to get some angel and spirit messages, and then we're going to close out your reading with your angel number and your affirmation. So there's going to be a lot of multiple messages coming through. So remember that this is a general reading. So take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you find it is not resonating with you this week, that's okay. Please also check out your rising and moon sign. So I've already meditated and prepared the cards for this reading. So let's cleanse the space together. I'm going to do that by ringing the bell. So you're going to hear a loud bell sound now. All right, Capricorn. Let's get right into your energies. Let's find out what we can anticipate as we move through June 10th to June 16th. So let's find out what's happening for you, Capricorn. Spirit, angels, and guides. What are the energies surrounding Capricorn as we move through June 10th to June 16th? Wow. Look at you. You got tons and tons of energy. Sorry, one fell on the floor. So let's grab that one. All right. Lots of things coming into play. All right, so I'm just going to put them like this. I'm going to move that. There we go. And we'll get into those in a minute. Bottom of the deck, emotional loss, number 5. So you're going through some sort of emotional loss. I think there was some truth that was revealed. Something was revealed to you, and that truth, has really, really helped produce a positive movement forward. So number 20, truth, is like a judgment. It's like a renewal, a rebirth. And what that rebirth did is it opened up the doors to this positive movement forward. And it all has to do with some sort of emotional loss. So, emotional loss can really be different and resonate differently with each of you, Capricorn. It can be the loss of a job. It can be the loss of a friend. It can be the loss of a loved one. It can be loss of a relationship. It can be a loss of your own spiritual growth. It really can be anything. But I really feel like you have had this judgment period where you've been able to kind of go back, revisit everything, reevaluate everything, and really find the positive movement that you need to move forward. So even though there might be an emotional loss, especially if some of you are at that phase of your life where maybe you're retiring and you're having to leave behind a job that you absolutely loved, and there's this emotional loss, but even though you're feeling that loss, you know that there's a positive movement forward. It's like there's this silver lining or this light at the end of the tunnel. And so it can be difficult, but now you're going to be moving into a new phase. Things are going to change. There's going to be some major changes coming into play. So let's get into your energies here. We've got number 7, patience and planning. So now it's all about, I know that I'm moving positively forward. I know I'm leaving behind some emotions. But this whole new change that's coming into play for me is requiring me to take a little bit of time out and really plan my next phases, my next steps. What is it that I really want, moving forward? So we'll find out more when we get into the tarot. You also got number 5, wisdom. This is very much like the Hierophant number, which is the number 5 in the major arcana. It is a Taurus related card. So again, earth energy, really feeling a sense of commitment. Really, your morals and your values are very strong at this time. You're planning and you've got patience. You're really, again, really doing everything with integrity. You're really, again, really committing yourself to something. So there could be something new that you're planning for your future that's really requiring you to commit even stronger too. So we'll find you're committing yourself to this plan. Whatever this plan is, you're really feeling, and you're also feeling a sense of your faith restored, and you're really, again, focusing on, your morals and your values that really help to center you. And then number 3, you're rejoicing in a celebration. So there is some sort of celebration coming into play. Now, for some of you, again, it could be a retirement. Again, you're coming into this phase of your life where everything is changing for you, but you really are rejoicing in a celebration with the people that you love, the people that you connect with. And, that celebration is something that brings a lot of harmony and a lot of happiness and a lot of joy. And then you got number 17, hope. So everything that you're hoping for is really starting to come into play. If any of you have been feeling a little under the weather, and it could be that emotionally feeling that, hope is going to be restored here. You're going to really start to feel like the weight is lifted. If there has been stresses of some sort of emotional loss, again, that positive movement forward is leading you towards that hope. This is Aquarius energy. It's very much like the star. So the stars are starting to align for you, and you're really starting to feel that your sense of direction is moving positively forward. This is, again, this is all about a sense of forgiveness. It's a sense of healing, and it's a sense of revitalized energy in the sense of the star energy. Really, those hopes and wishes that you've been wanting are starting to come into fruition. Hence why you're rejoicing in celebration. You know, you're really feeling as if those plans, even though there might be some time that you need, a sort of a timeout that you need to take, you're really putting your plans into action. And then number 5, financial and material changes. Some things are changing. On the financial front, you are going through some adjustments. So let's find out what those adjustments are. Things are changing for you. You've got 3 5s, Capricorn. 5, 5, 5. So let's keep in mind that 5 is going to be a very auspicious number for you as we move through. As we move through this week, which is June 10th to the 16th. Wow, you've got a lot. These cards just gently wanted to fall through, so I'm just going to take them all. Because you've got a lot of stuff happening here. So the first one that, of course, that flew out here was the 3, the Empress, the most abundant queen. Again, no gender in any of these cards, but definitely the most abundant queen in all of the tarot deck. So you see, your patience and your planning is going to really, help bring a lot of abundance your way, because the Empress is all about beauty and all about abundance. So you're planting the seeds and you're birthing something new. A new plan is coming into play for you that is bringing about some whole new plan for you. It's absolutely, I like that. I love to see the Empress. That is astounding energy. 8 of Wands, messages are coming in. There's a lot of movement here. You're not staying stagnant. It's not like you're sitting in this position and, it says that you need to have patience. Yes, you need to have patience to make your plan. But once you make that plan, you're going to be ready to roll with it, because the 8 of Wands is bringing in all those messages, that positive movement forward, which is that 8 as well. So see, you've got 2 8s as well. Definitely moving forward towards a new plan for your life. You're revising something. You're revisiting something totally new, and you're birthing something new for yourself here. So a lot of new energy coming into play. Ace of Swords, a moment of clarity. Like, it's a breakthrough moment where it all just seems to, like, it's like that light bulb moment where it's like, okay, now I understand exactly what my mission is here. I know exactly where my place is and what it is I need to do. So the Ace of Swords, us still being in Gemini season, great time for communications. You're listening really well, and you're really putting a lot of thought into everything. You're gaining the knowledge and the information that you need in order to make really great plans and executing them. Not just making the plan, but also executing it. Really bringing that movement into play. The number 1, the Magician. Of course, the most powerful, to me, one of the most powerful cards in all of the tarot deck as well. You have all the tools you need to manifest and embrace life in a positive way. You are setting your intentions so that you can bring forward new energy, a new plan, a new course of action is coming into play for you. There's going to be some changes, major changes. You are committing yourself to something that is so much stronger, and it's something that's going to really bring you a lot of celebration, a lot of hope, and it's really going to bring a lot of change coming into play for you. So I think this is going to be a very significant week for not only planning for your future, but also setting those plans and executing that plan. So again, planting the seeds. Now, we did have the new moon in Gemini on the 6th of June, which was just last week. That could have been you, of course, planting those seeds, also setting those intentions. So watch now for everything to start to unfold. So let's find out with wisdom. For some of you, this could be committing yourself, some of you could be committing yourself in marriage here with the wisdom and the rejoice and celebration. Could be a wedding. Well, something is coming to an end. Let's see. There's an ending of a situation. Wow, you've got a lot of cards here. All right. Yes. Okay. So there's an ending coming. Okay. You've been feeling a sense of burdens. You've been feeling like a weight has been on your shoulders. You really have been, now that cycle is coming to a close. And in fact, it's coming to an abrupt end, actually, because I think you're, again, with this planning for something new. I think that you are starting on such a new journey that you're ending something in your life that you feel has been kind of weighing on your shoulders. You've been taking on all of the energy of something in your life. And now it's time to release that energy, and you are going to let it go. And there is an emotional loss here, and that is because you are having to let something go that you feel, again, sometimes when we have all these burdens around us, it also makes us feel useful. It makes us feel safe. It makes us feel needed. But you're moving into a whole new direction here. And again, with the 2 10s here, you are releasing that sense of, like, you're going to start feeling a sense of freedom. 2 of Coins, I feel like you're going to be faced with a decision, and I believe that the decision is something to do financially. So again, you could have 2 paths in which you can go on here. There's 2 options. You feel like you're juggling things a little bit, hence why you might have been feeling a little bit of burdened. But you know what? You're going to come to a conclusion, and I believe that conclusion is going to come this week. What we have to keep in mind with these tarot cards is that the energies behind them is the wisdom card. So you have the wisdom within you to always make the right choices to move forward, because you are in that positive movement forward phase. And there are celebrations that are coming into play. So you are going to release the emotional loss, you're going to release the burdens, and you're going to feel a sense of freedom. You're going to feel like there's a choice here. So there is some sort of choice that's coming into play. And it's something that's going to release that sense of, if you've been feeling like you were stuck, or you were feeling as if you were burdened emotionally, you're really going to feel like you are faced with some sort of a decision where a ship is starting to come in for you. There is hope coming in for you. The sun is pushing that ship towards you with those tranquil waters. You're not looking at the challenge over here. You're looking at this beautiful red ship that is empowered to move forward, and that's going to give you that strength to really, again, open up the doors to something completely new. I believe that there's massive changes coming into play for you. I believe it's everything that you've been manifesting for yourself. A lot of breakthroughs are coming into play this week, and I believe you will be putting that emotional loss to rest, whatever that may be. Again, it'll be different for each of you. But let's find out what this hope is. Hope is like the star. Things start to align when we release certain things in our life as well. All right. So you've got the Queen of Coins. This very much could be your energy, Capricorn. Coins are earthly energy, and you, of course, are an earth sign. Queen of Wands is Queen of Coins. I made a mistake. I'm so sorry. Queen of Coins is very nurturing still, wants to make sure that everybody, that is in her circle is financially taken care of. She is very resourceful, and she plans her money very strategically. That's why she has nice things, because, you don't necessarily have to have a lot, but what you have, you value, and you very much take care of those around you. There's a lot of hope here towards coming into play for your long-term success when it comes to those things. Now you're starting to see things, you're seeing everything from a new perspective, and a lot of that has to do with dealing with that emotional loss, that sense of disharmony or boredom. You're putting closure to all those things that have been burdening you, and you're setting forth on a new path where it's really requiring you to make a decision, because you've been juggling too many things. Now it's time to make that decision. There are major changes that are coming into play and celebrations. But before you can celebrate anything, you are really trying to look at number 12, the Hanged Woman, no gender, from a different perspective. It's like, again, you don't mind taking a little bit of a time out. You're not rushing into anything. The Queen of Coins doesn't rush into anything either. She plans everything strategically. Hence why you've got the patience and planning right at the beginning of your reading. But you're going to make that, so this week is about that planning, and then it's about executing the plan. But before you do it, you're going to look at things from a different perspective. 7 of Wands, you are standing your ground. You are ready to move forward, and you're not going to allow anybody to give you any sense of talk about setbacks, because whatever challenges that you feel may arise, You, with the Seven of Wands, are ready to move forward. You are not allowing anything to stand in your way. You've seen things from another perspective. You are going to see things from another perspective this week that's really going to allow you to stand up for what you believe in. And your morals and values will never be disrupted because, again, with number 5, the wisdom, that is very important to you. You hold that. That's very sacred to you. Everything is starting to align for you, but you have a strength within you that does not allow you to back down from anything. Again, standing your ground wherever that is needed. So let's find out what these financial and material changes are that are coming into play for you, Capricorn, as we move through June 10th to June 16th. Material changes. Looks like there's some choices you are going to have to make. Knight of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so Knight of Cups. Knights are all about action. This is feeling a sense of emotions here. I feel like you are going to be, I feel like there's changes that are coming into play, but not only financially, but emotionally. So again, it could have a lot to do with this emotional loss. Again, there is somebody that's offering you support here, love and support. You're not alone in this journey. You have somebody there. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It can be a platonic relationship, but it's somebody who's in your life that really wants the best for you as well. They are ready to move forward with you. And again, I think you do have some choices here that you're going to have to make. Now, the Knight of Cups, again, is that offer of support. The 6, the Lovers, this is about decisions. This is Gemini card. This is the Twins. This is about having, different options. You're feeling very enlightened to make a decision here. Your crown chakra is very open, which is very important. Again, you want to stand your ground because you are ready to make some decisions. And I believe that one of the decisions that you're going to make is to walk away from something emotionally that has not been making you feel it's been making you feel a little bit out of sorts. The 8 of Cups is really being empowered to walk away from a situation or from a relationship or from any sort of relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be a love relationship. It can be any sort of emotional attachment. But you're wanting to walk away from something specifically that has been causing a little bit too much upheaval and drama. You don't want the chaos in your life anymore. You want to move forward with a lot of peace and a lot of happiness. And you're now at that point where you're making that decision. And I believe that it's going to actually affect you financially. So let's find out if we can get one more card. When you walk away, if you are to walk away from something that emotionally is making you feel a little lost, let's find out. Yeah. 5 of Coins. 5 of Coins. Yeah, those are the adjustments. You're making adjustments. There's definitely some sort of, you've been feeling a little bit left out in the cold. So these emotional, these emotions are causing some sort of a financial change for you. And the Princess of Coins is a message that's coming that's going to give you, again, you're going to have that revitalized energy of hope. So there's lots of hope being restored here. And there is a message that's coming this week that is going to really give you a new perspective on your finances. And I believe there's choices you're going to make, but I believe you have a supportive energy around you that's really helping you as you move through this time. So let's find out what your angels would like to share as well for you, Capricorn. There we go. It's definitely the one that has flown. I will just grab that. And it is surrender the idea you can fix someone. So it's time for a relationship to shift. For some of you, that could be what that change is happening. It doesn't work to try to fix someone. Each person must be accountable for his or own healing. So if there's healing actions, and again, this number 17, the star energy is a healing card as well. There is hope and celebrations here, but you have to realize that you can only be in control of fixing yourself, that you can't control others. And when you are able to, realize that, I believe that you're going to be able to put closure and be able to lift those burdens. I know that there is some material adjustments coming into play, but again, like I said, there's decisions that you are making. You're walking away so that you can create a new sense of abundance for yourself. And I believe that there's a new path opening up for you with this Princess of Coins and the Empress. You are birthing something new, a new idea, a new creative venture that is going to open up the doors to more prosperity. You're leaving behind something that you know was a little bit challenging, and now it's time to move forward. You're standing your ground, and you're seeing it all from a different perspective, and you're feeling a sense of enlightenment. I think there's two options for you, and I believe that Two of Coins is those two options. I believe you're going to move in a whole new direction that's going to open up something new for you. Let's find out. They want you to have these two cards. Okay, so there's lots of different messages. Multiple messages are coming through in your reading today. Number 31, reality check. You need to do an assessment. And again, that takes that patience and planning because you are assessing everything differently. Exploration. So exploring new ideas, exploring new creative ventures is really important. But always show that honesty. Make sure that you're always honest with everything that you do. Again, you do that with your wisdom card here because you're very much about your integrity, your truth. You're also very much about, again, your morals and your values. They're very important to you. And being honest with somebody or being honest with a situation or even honest with yourself is what really puts everything into perspective as well. And determination. See, you're determined to move forward. You're determined to stand your ground, and you're determined to start to see that your life is starting to unfold in a whole new direction. What your angels want you to know is number 27, open up your heart to love. So it really is important if you've been feeling an emotional loss because maybe you've been distancing yourself from emotions or from a relationship, it's time for you to open your heart to love because there is something in the offering here. There are decisions that you are going to have to make. Sometimes we have to walk away from situations and open ourselves up to something new. Vulnerability. So you're feeling a sense of vulnerability, but there's forgiveness here. You're allowing things to start to take place here. And you have to allow yourself to be part of a community. You don't have to always feel like you have to go things alone. Open your heart to love. Now that love doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic love. Love on every other level is also apparent here as well. So just opening up your heart to love yourself too. Make sure that you get that reality check too, that you know what? Yeah, I'm really important and my emotions are important as well. So let's find out if we can get a little bit more with the angel answers. If there's anything more specific, let's find out what that is. Spirit angels, guides, angel answers, no. Okay, so this is what your angels want you to know. They want you to know that you have to choose that new direction. You have to walk away and choose a new direction because the current direction that you're going isn't going to be the direction for you. You are planning and you have patience to start something new. So you need to continue down that path. Choose a new direction. Choose this new direction that you are planning for yourself. It's important for you to do that. And you have to know that you can't fix someone else. You can only fix you. And that's really important for you to know. And the only way that you're going to be able to do all of this is by communicating clearly. So communicating to those that are around you to support you, communicating to yourself, communicating to your spiritual guidance as well. By opening up the doors to communication, you are going to know exactly what direction. See, because it says you need to choose a new direction. That's that Two of Coins, choosing that direction of peace, of tranquility, of feeling a sense of empowerment. Closing the doors because you know that some doors have to be closed because there's nowhere else to go. Choosing a new direction is going to open up those doors by you communicating your needs and your wants. All right, so now let's close out your reading. I'm sorry, Capricorn, your readings tend to run a little bit longer. I think it's because I'm very connected to your energy, so a lot of cards tend to come through. Multiple messages, so thank you for your patience. So let's get your angel message and your affirmation. And that is true. I am practical. Number 14. I am practical. You are open-minded and always up to try something new. Yet you are wise enough to stop and think before you jump into things. This pragmatic approach helps ensure your time, attention, and efforts are meaningful. I am practical. So everything you do is from a practical standpoint. You are looking at everything from a new sense of a new lens here. You're looking at your life from a new perspective. And you know what? You are going to rejoice in celebrations, even though there's a lot of change. There's a lot of multiple messages going on in your reading this week Capricorn, so lots of things are taking place, but I believe you're planting the seeds for something new. You're going to end some cycles so that emotional loss is no longer something that you are going to feel. Material changes are going to take place because there's going to be a new sense of inspiration. Something for your long-term benefit is coming into play, and it's a choice that you're going to have to make. Decisions will be made. Open your heart, and you know what? Choose that new direction, but make sure you're communicating it. Thank you so much, Capricorn, for joining me today. I hope you found parts of this resonate with you, and if so, please leave comments because I do love to read them. Please also consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, which will be next week, sending you love, light, and positive vibes.